All right, so I want to talk about an aspect of morality that's kind of overlooked when people talk about morality. Not really overlooked in general, but when people talk about morality, um, principles of morality or whatever, is human territorial needs. And we'll talk about it in this as far as respect of one's territory. All right. Now, when it comes to respect, respect just means to take seriously. Doesn't mean to like, it just means take seriously. So if I take your word seriously, it means you're going to actually do it. It doesn't mean I like what you said. It just means that you're going to actually do what you said. And honor. I mean, when you honor and when you honor something, that just means you um, hold it to you value it. All right, you hold it to high value. You don't treat it like trash. Um, you treat it with integrity, which means you know, you just treat it good. All right. And when I say territory, this is another word of property, and something when one's property is something they can impose their will on. All right. And to the extent that you own it, the extent that you can impose your will on it is the extent that you technically own it, not necessarily what the law says. All right. Now, with that being said, when it comes to like the animal kingdom and their territories, they use their territories to nest, to find food, um, to raise their kids, and things of this nature. It's very, very important, and to get resources. It's very, very important they hold their own when it comes to territory because it's life or death, and that's why, since it's life or death, that's why they defend it with violence, and this is why people believe that you should be able to defend your own property because, I mean, if people don't respect your property and things of this nature, and your property consists of a lot of things, this could be dire for you. This is not just inconvenient, but it can be dire. All right. So, anyways, this is why it's wrong to do things like steal and things of this way nature because you're imposing your will on something that is not yours to impose your will on, as somebody else's. All right. Now, property rights are the foundation to any wealthy society because they, allow for capital accumulation and for people to build wealth and structures and things of this nature. This is how we have a lot of the things we have today. The thing just cut off or whatever. Um, we have like hospitals and things of this nature because we um, we build on the things of the people's accomplishments of the peoples of the past. So, anyways, all right. So, what kinds of territories are there? Um, we're just one is one's life, you and your life, and that's preeminence. Then there's your will, mind, and emotions. All right, your will is what you use to make decisions with, and the force behind your decision. Then you have your mind, your logic, and your emotions, and then it's your body. I say your mind, will, and emotions in your life over your body, just because your body, usually there's limitations on what you can do with your body, but there's not any limitations what you can think of inside your own head. And then you have outside properties like your stuff, like um, your land, your food, and things of this nature, what you use for survival purposes. All right, all right. So um, when we talk about just basic aspects of respect, this is not going to be very long. Um, there's four aspects of respect, and people say respect is earned, not given. Well, there's parts of it are and parts of it aren't. All right, parts of it are given, should be given, and parts of it aren't. Now, granted, you probably can lose the parts that are given, but there are parts that are and parts that are given. So common courtesy. Now, common courtesy, the style of it is normally cultural, but the fact that you want to treat people, with respect and dignity when upon meeting them, um, is um, is something. It's more about an attitude than it is about a method, um, per se. But when you want to respect people with dignity, then you will adhere to basic common courtesy laws as long as they're not the common courtesy laws aren't disrespectful for anybody else. Then you have so that's the property that doesn't need that. Then you have for the most part people's um, private property. So that would include their bodies, their stuff, and then to a larger extent their communities, these are shared territories in their country. These are shared territories. When you go into another person's country, um, you should have some kind of respect for their customs and things of this nature. If as long as it's not, you know, doing anything that's harmful or anything like that, I think that these things can be respected. It's just kind of like going into somebody's house. Like as long as the rules don't aren't I mean, there is a limitation, but generally speaking, you want to respect the rules of the house. Unless uh, you got really messed up rules to the house, and this is you can apply this to a country and things of this nature. All right, now you have the type of character the type of respect that is earned is the respect of one's character. So when someone says, "Do you respect me?" Like you have to know somebody in order to respect them. And all right, and some people respect character that shouldn't be respected, and some people we respect character that should be respected. So I think could tie good character with virtues, which is something I might get into a little bit later. Um, and bad characters and stuff like less honorable people value less honorable things about when it comes to someone's character. And then you have one's position. All right, so one's position in regards to an institution, society, or whatever, or in a social circle. Um, the, when it comes to certain positions, it should be trained from in the youth why a position is valid in the first. I mean, why a position or an institution or whatever is valid. All right, there's positions and there's institutions. All right, and those are kind of separate things, but people have positions within the institution, so you can apply what I'm saying to both. But why this thing is valid, why this thing should be respected, and but then you have the person within it, and that person kind of has to prove themselves to um, be a quality representation of what that position is supposed to be. Because I mean, people are not going to respect you in a certain position or take you seriously in a certain position if you are acting all kind of foolish. So I just wanted to talk about human territorial needs. Um, when you within someone's territory, people, I do think people have the right to defend and use force if people aren't abiding by certain things within their territory. Because otherwise, if things go out of order within their territory, this could be a huge problem. And I mean, and through this concept, you have things like this is why you have you can extend this logic to this is why people why it's legitimate to have a government in a certain space, and then for them to use force within the certain space. All right, just like if you had private property, you will be the government in your private property. And like if there was nobody else around, like nobody, if you was on an island by yourself, or somebody, and you own this island, and somebody else comes on an island, let's just say it's a small island, um, and someone just starts breaking and tearing up stuff, I don't think you will be morally wrong and to use force against them to protect your property. I mean, because like I said, with animals, when they're territories, they use this for um, feeding their young, gathering resources in their survival. So this is why territories are established and defended with negotiation and or violence. But anyways, that's really all I have to say about that. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Peace. And this is just a series on grounding morality independent of of faith or whatever. But these principles don't contradict faith. But um, I might elaborate on some of this stuff more later, or at least that's the plan. But anyways, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Peace.